Tia Ballard.
This is Todd Habercorn.
This is David Vincent.
Hey, this is Sam Whitwer.
This is Phil Lamar.
And you are listening to the Points of Interest.
Points of Interest.
Points of Interest.
And you're listening to Points of Interest Podcast Network.
Keep listening.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Points of Interest podcast. This is the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja, and right over there, he is my podcasting partner for life. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
You give the people's eyebrow every time you intro, because I think it's the first time I've noticed it, where you intro when you fade in and your eyebrows are already like up.
It's the only way my face, shows emotion. Just do my eyebrow. Or eyebrows.
I guess so. I mean, eyebrow, because you entered in, you have that serious, look at me. I am aware of my good brow.
That's the funny thing. Is I don't even realize that I'm doing it half the time. More than half the time. It's very, I don't know what the word is, but it has that very clever look to it. Oh, look at me. Look at this. It's the glasses.
I am. Well, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, how's it going, sir? It's been a week. How's it been?
It has been a week. It's not been a very eventful week. I mean, it has probably in the real world of, current events and stuff like that. But
outside of the Taco Bell stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, we talked about it last week, but they're pinpointing that it might not be the salad. It might not be the lettuce. So they're still trying to figure out where it's coming from.
The last thing I saw about it was something about Taylor Farms.
It is Taylor Farms. They did recall their lettuce.
Now, my bigger question is there just one dude that was, while he was walking up and down the lettuce rows, sticking his hand in his asshole and then grabbing lettuce, but then it grows out of the dirt, lettuce. So it grows on dirt. So I don't get it.
Wash your lettuce, guys. Just wash your lettuce. Actually, that might not be enough.
That's
burn your lettuce.
Yeah, burn it.
Light it on fire.
Make sure you put it in boiling water, and then, put it in boiling water for 2 minutes, and then pull it out, and then make a salad. That'll fix everything. And actually,
I guess so.
I mean, isn't all diarrhea technically explosive? And if we're going to use that adjective, then I want proof.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you're scooting across the floor like Mr. Mackey in South Park while you're shitting, then I'm not sure explosive is the right word.
Well, apparently though, they're still trying to figure it out. They still don't know where it's coming from. The FDA is just don't eat lettuce from this place, I guess, for now. Even though they're getting false positives about where it's coming from. Just don't eat lettuce. Vegetables suck anyway.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the controversy about that? Somebody from Taylor Farms or some lettuce, big lettuce went to the politicians, went to the White House and made a donation or something, or is that just internet talk?
I don't know. That's a good question. I
hadn't
heard
that.
Big
lettuce is out there. Big lettuce is out there.
Big lettuce. No, there was a time when Jack in the Box had a similar issue where one of their I think it was their lettuce too, or the vegetables or something, got people sick, and people are like, "Well, I'm never going to eat a Jack in the Box again." It's no. That's the safest place to eat now, because they now got rid of the thing that made people bad. Now they're extra careful about what they put into their food because they don't want to, they don't want people. They want people to get sick. So Taco Bell, the safest place you can eat right now.
You're not wrong. They're
extra careful now because they don't want that situation to happen again. least safe place would have been if these still existed was Soup Plantation, which was the salad and soup buffet that exists at least here. I don't know.
Oh, I think maybe we had one of those possibly, but the big version of that we had here for a while was soup and salad. I think is what it was called. I love that.
Hello,
place.
Marks.
Oh,
Hi, Marks. How's it going? He says, I only have a few minutes to stop by, but I find it so funny that this is the second time I've turned in and Taco Bell was a ton. You're right.
You're not wrong.
I think I sensed you, Marks. I think I sensed you. It's like, well, we better talk about Taco Bell again. Well, thanks for stopping by, Marks. Just glad that you can stop by at all. So appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. But I mean, Taco Bell is a fine establishment. It was the only establishment of the future.
Yeah, true. It is. Or if you were in the UK, it was Pizza Hut. Or if you were in... I think that was only it. It was either Taco Bell or Pizza Hut because they were owned by the same company.
Oh, for like different versions of the movie or something?
Yeah, so the version that came out to the UK was the Pizza Hut, was the like... I don't know if they just dubbed the word Pizza Hut or if they just literally filmed additional lines for them to go like, well, it's Pizza Hut. Okay.
Makes me want to find that version. I just watched that movie recently.
I still haven't finished it. I got halfway through. I stopped. And then they got rid of it off of Netflix completely. And now I still don't know what happens at the end. I don't know if Castor Troy or whatever the guy's name is. I think Castor Troy's the name of the guy in what's it called? Oh, the one with Nicolas Cage where his hair is flowing.
Oh, yeah. Con Air.
No, I was wrong. Castor Troy is actually from Face Off.
No, Face Off.
Still Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Still Nicolas Cage, but different movie and not at all what we were talking about. But either way. Yes.
But no, I mean, since you're talking about that kind of stuff, San Diego Comic-Con is happening this week, I think.
I know.
Yeah, it is this week. Wednesday. Tomorrow, as we record things, is preview night.
Yeah, I was offered a ticket to pay for, not to just get,
sure,
to buy.
Sure.
But I'm like, I can't. It's not enough time. I don't want to drive all the way down to San Diego for a day. If I'm going to go to San Diego Comic-Con, it was only for one day. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to go down there for just a day. I need it for a whole weekend. I'll go, but not for a day.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you could make a weekend out of it with all the extras that are available. Yeah. But a lot of stuff you need a badge to get into as well.
Yeah, I would be able to get a Sunday badge, at least. But I'm just like, I don't feel like it. Just the sound of going to San Diego Comic-Con just feels exhausting. And plus, it's paying like premium prices for half a day because the con closes early on a Sunday. So I'm like, yeah, that's okay. If I can't go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'd rather just not go.
I mean, that's fair. Because you need all that time.
Yeah.
I remember one of the years we went on a Sunday. We were like, where the hell has this section of the con been all weekend? How have we missed this section all weekend?
That's true. We did get to discover the fun stuff because it's like, oh, this thing exists. Oh, there's a whole display of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But mind you, we do that with every Sunday. We did that with Denver Comic-Con when it was Denver Comic-Con.
That's true.
Or we discovered the lock picking and the Kerbal Space Program guy.
That's true. That is true.
We discovered that on the last day.
Yeah, and it's funny because that whole section, that whole area, that area, you remember where the Kerbal Space stuff was?
I do.
The same area is now the food court.
Oh. Okay.
There's a big conference room on the other side, the opposite side of that floor.
I mean, wait, how did they make it a food court? Did they like turn it into a kitchen, or is it just like a place where people are just selling food?
There's kiosks.
And it's coming from
kiosk setups. Like they had, the $10 slice pizza spot. You had your Asian bowl. if you will, your churro station. You had probably ice cream. Then they had other. I got a sandwich, like a $10 sandwich one time. Not like, like a hoagie or a fucking. So it's just a ham and cheese sandwich, pre-made ham and cheese sandwich. Yeah, but I mean, what convention have we been to in the last 10 years that had good food that we weren't working for the convention? Like,
even then, I don't know how good that food was. I mean, it was fine.
it was decent.
Like, it was fine. For free food, it was fine.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, it wasn't, it kept people happy, I guess, really, was all that it was. But it was mostly, yeah, anyway. Here's the thing. I feel like we never went to did we go to the food trucks when we went to the other conventions? I think when we did it during that like 10-year period pre-2019, or pre-2020, it was before the explosion of food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we ate at food trucks. We mostly ate at like, I remember we ate at like the inside of the convention food places. I feel like that we did that. I feel like
There's definitely a couple times we've definitely done that. Here in Denver, we've ventured off into downtown Denver to get food a couple times.
Yep, we did.
San Diego,
We had pizza.
We did have pizza. We'd also venture off, have all different types of food. San Diego.
Well, that wasn't at the convention. We went to that one restaurant with Jay. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Conventions aren't really known for their food.
Well, no, you're there except for the guy. There's always the booth that sells like the metal beer steins for their root beer. Like they have the I don't know about there, maybe not in Colorado, but here in California, there's this one this one booth that has a row of taps for the different flavored sarsaparilla, root beer.
All
that stuff.
They have like the bronze, cups,
like the copper mugs.
Copper. That's what I meant, not bronze. Copper. Yeah, the stuff. The cup you'd usually put a Moscow Mule in. They put root beer in, and sarsaparilla, which I'm a root beer
Moscow Mule.
I'm a root beer fan, and I like fancy cups, but root beer of all the drinks, sodas that are out there, is the least thirst quenching thing you could possibly choose.
Wait, what is
root beer?
Oh,
it's just sugar. I mean, all sodas are just sugar, but I mean, like, root beer is not very thirst quenching.
I suppose so. I like root beer. I'm a big fan of the root beer.
Oh, so am I. My girlfriend, she hates root beer, and one of my favorite things to do if we ever, hit the old fast food joints before we're going to a concert or something, I always get root beer. And a lot of places, they just don't even bother with the little indicators on the lids. So my favorite thing is to hand her the two drinks in the little drink container thing and figure out which one is which.
They haven't had the little indicator on the lids forever. They stopped that a while ago.
Some places have them, but
okay, that's good though. I like the indicator where you push down Pepsi, push down Sprite, push down. Yeah.
But I also love watching someone who hates root beer accidentally take a drink of root beer. It's quite fun.
Go to Ireland. Apparently, they all hate root beer in Ireland. Apparently, I guess most of Europe they hate root beer because root beer is not a thing over there. So
interesting. Just bring over a whole case of different root beers. Like, let's try these. We'll just watch everybody. Ugh. That'd be fun. We can make content.
Yeah.
It could be a content.
Oh yeah.
Well, why not? So we won't be at San Diego, even though Francis got offered a ticket. He definitely won't be there, and I definitely won't be there because my ass didn't get a ticket and can't afford it either way. We keep freezing, apparently. I can't do anything about that. The internet is the internet. So That'll help it, Francis.
Which is so funny because I feel like, at least just the two of us talking, at least Discord hasn't been freezing like we normally fear. So sorry, Ginger. We'll try. We can't. Unfortunately, as long as the audio is good.
Yeah, I mean, this says here no frames have been dropped so far. So,
Ginger, it's your internet.
But I have a lot of fond memories of San Diego Comic-Con. It's fun. I hope that we can make it back there in the future, because that the entire week is just, it's chaotic, but it's a lot of fun. Seeing all the different costumes, people walking around. I like that the city is involved. Like, I don't know how far we walked to that library, but like we went to the San Diego Public Library, which is nowhere near the convention center, to do a thing that was Comic-Con sponsored.
It was near Petco Park.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, it was near Petco Park. So, I mean, it wasn't ridiculous.
It's not terribly far. Not terribly far, but it's not connected to the convention by any means. I mean, it was, but it's not to the buildings, I mean. And like I said, I just like that the city is involved. We went to several restaurants, and it was also, that first year we went was the first year of Pokemon, so that really helped. Because a lot of places were like, yeah, come play Pokemon here. Bring your ticket and get an appetizer or something.
You're not wrong. Oh my God. Yeah.
So I like that, because that's what keeps people.
Sorry, Ginger. We're getting your messages now, and it's I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows?
We don't know.
But I liked that San Diego kept you downtown. It wasn't like the convention, it's over at 7 and just everybody disperses, and I mean, a lot of people do, and maybe it's the proportion of people, right? But there was enough things to do downtown, walk around. There's so many things to look and see that were part of the convention that it made it worth to stay down there, and not just like, okay, the convention's over, let's go home or go to the hotel.
Which is why I like that they do that. Anime Expo did that. Like, if I had known, I guess it's a good comparison. It's not really all of downtown LA, because a lot of downtown LA is not really like restaurant. It's not like there's not a lot of places that are like the Gas Lamp, right?
Sure.
So you're not going to get a lot of that same type of stuff. But downtown LA converted closed down streets to put up, food vendors. They were in LA Live area, for people who know, that's right beside the Staples Center. It's this big area where there's restaurants, the Peacock Theater, and all these things.
So it's like the downtown Disney of LA.
Sort of, yeah, because it's that really small area, but there's stuff to do, and it's right across the street from the Staples Center / freaking .com arena, whatever. So there's a lot to do and a lot to see. And they expanded it. Like, Anime Expo gets so much money that they can expand it the same way San Diego does. So I think that's really cool. I wish more conventions would do that. Big ones like your Denver Fan Expo. Like, we don't have any big conventions here outside of Anime Expo. Like, every other convention that happens down here isn't that big in comparison, except for maybe WonderCon. But even then, WonderCon, you're by Disneyland, so I mean, it's kind of already there. So it's not a little bit different because you're right by Disneyland. So whatever.
Yeah.
You have all of downtown Disney. It's free. You just walk in. So
as long as you don't bring any marijuana, don't bring any marijuana to downtown Disney. I'll bring it up every time, Francis.
It's not marijuana. It was your camera gear.
It was both. The first time it was the weed pen.
Oh, you're right. I remember that now, yes.
But that's when you had a membership, so like you were slinking away because you didn't want to be involved.
I think I had maybe not an annual pass, but I had tickets or something. Yeah.
I don't want to be I don't want to be associated with this criminal.
It was illegal at the time. You were like,
I know,
a criminal. You were just a potential criminal.
Yeah, I was potentially trying to have a really good time at Disney. But yeah, don't do that. But what I was thinking, they just released that Avengers, the Doomsday trailer. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
I don't
Unimpressed.
know. Oh, okay. Why? I mean, there's not a lot in the trailer to really go off of, really, but I'm curious as to why.
Two things. Someone pointed this out on Twitter, and I agree with them. We know who Doom is.
Mm-hmm.
It'd been kind of cool to figure out, who is this guy? We don't know. It would have been nice to have been surprised. Number two is the lead up. I don't care. Nothing led up to it that I feel like mattered. Right? Things that led up to Infinity War mattered. Right?
Sure.
Everything was like a thing. The things that lead up to Doomsday is just like nothing. Like nobody cares. All the movies that led up to it more or less failed as like a hype thing, except for Deadpool, which I know Deadpool will be in this movie. Like outside of Deadpool, everything else is it's just farts. Like nobody cares.
You're not wrong. Everything as they have retconned it as the Infinity Saga.
Yeah,
like that. What 23 movies?
23 movies, something like that. Yeah, 23.
That span of movies was, awesome storytelling. Everything was connected. Everything, for the most part, there weren't a lot of loose ends, and everything was connected and made sense. After Endgame, you're right. It's like I have not wanted to run out. I mean, Love and Thunder, Thor: Love and Thunder was pretty good.
Yeah.
Guardians 3 came out after, right?
I don't. God, see, that's the thing, right? Like before, you knew what was going on.
Right.
You knew kind of the order of things. I don't remember, but I liked Guardians 3, and like that was a good movie.
Yeah. I think it was Guardians 3 and then Love and Thunder.
But notice, though, no Guardians 3 no Guardians of the Galaxy in the trailer for Doomsday.
In the trailer.
I'm sure
there's a lot of digital erasing that happens in trailers. I mean, go back and look at Endgame and the other one, the trailers.
You know Wolverine is going to be there, didn't show Wolverine. Mm-hmm. We know Deadpool's going to be there, didn't show Deadpool.
I was surprised to show the little glimpse of Gambit that they showed.
I believe it's still Channing Tatum. That blows my mind because he was such a joke in a good way. This is not as a joke as in a bad way, but he's such a joke character in Deadpool and Wolverine that I'm like, they can't keep him. He's funny, and they kept him and made him serious. I'm like, okay, good, I guess, but still.
I mean, I'm on board for it. I'll give it a shot.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it for sure.
I'm less interested in Battle World than I am
Secret Wars.
Yeah, than I am of Secret Invasion with the Skrulls.
They did that already.
I know they didn't do it very well.
No,
because that was, the version that I read was a Deadpool version, where they took some of his stuff and he was fighting super Skrulls and Skrulls with some of his DNA that turned on the other Skrulls, and I just think that'd be a fun story to tell, where you find out all these superheroes that you've been following have been Skrulls this whole time. Like that, I think that'd be fun. But no, we just got Samuel Jackson walking barefoot to a spaceship. Like I said, loose ends.
Yeah.
I
still have to watch Thunderbolts.
That I have no desire.
But they're in there. They're in the movie.
Yeah, I know. But if it's on, if I see it, I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm not gonna go out and fucking try and find it.
$4 to rent on Amazon. I'm like, whatever. It's $4.
Yeah.
I'll pay the $4.
We'll wait until I'm making money again before I'm frivolous with $4.
True. No. Good point. That's very smart of you.
I'm trying.
That is a smart move.
Trying. For everybody that's keeping score, I did, get employed. I just don't know
What your schedule looks like.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know. I have zero details. So more to come on that. And then Spidermam. Spiderman comes out in a few days.
Final trailer, yeah.
The final trailer did drop. I saw that it had dropped. I have not watched it yet.
Well, half of it's nostalgia, which makes me feel like it's going to be the last one ever. I don't know. And then the second half of the trailer, for a 3-minute trailer, the first minute and a half is like, here's what led up to this point. The second half is like, we're going to try to make it back to that point again. To make them remember, because
Sure.
no one remembers who he is.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Yeah, I'd like to go see it. We'll see if that happens or not. But I'd like to see it.
2 weeks, 2 more weeks.
2 weeks. You gotta say that every time. The new Jackass flick that comes out, or it just came out, or is it coming out?
It hasn't come out yet, I don't think, because it would have fought against them. It would be playing against everyone's favorite movie, the Odyssey.
Okay, which had some major issues here. The Odyssey. It was supposed to be shown on IMAX here, and like the film snapped, or the computer broke, or something. Either way, it failed like 15 minutes into the first showing. So they're not showing it in IMAX now, which I imagine looks weird.
Well, it was
if it's
shot
for
IMAX.
it's shot for IMAX. You're showing it on a regular screen. That's going to look terrible. But I mean, Jackass is coming out as well, and I mean, it's weird watching clips of the Jackass guys talking about the production and how like none of them made any good money off of those movies. And the ones that did, everybody made some money, but a lot of them pissed it all away or drank it all away.
So did you know that it came out a month ago?
The Jackass flick?
Apparently.
Oh.
Apparently this came out June 26th.
Oh, shit. That is almost
had
a
no
month
idea.
ago. Holy cow.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I wonder if it's obtainable. I'll have to check my phone later. So, yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, man. That lead up to Infinity War, the Infinity Saga, whatever. I was invested in all of those movies. There's still a couple I don't think I've seen, but at this point, it's like, I've seen everything else afterward. It all gets recapped. It's fine.
Yeah.
I do like going back and watching Ultron. I don't know why, but that one is just, it's fun.
This is fine. Yeah, it's a perfectly fine movie.
It's,
I know people hated it at the time, but it's a good movie.
I mean, it's Avengers 2.5, or 1.5.
I mean, it was an Avengers movie altogether, but yes, it was Avengers 2.5.
Yes, it is an Avengers movie, but it's like, it's just like 2.5. It's not it kind of is a major plot point when we're going to go back and look at it retcon style with everything with Doom, because he's going to have the, what Downey Jr. say? Same task, different mask.
Different mask, yeah.
So what did Tony want? He wanted a suit of armor on every continent
Around the world.
Around the world.
Yeah.
Doom is going to have something similar. Plus, he wants to make Battle World, which I only recently learned about because I'm not a fucking comic book guy. But apparently, Doom is so powerful that he can take sections of different, let's say, lifting the continent and throwing the continent of Africa and throwing it into space and having it join up with other chunks of different worlds. And so Doom wants to create a second world. In the comics, anyway. He calls it Battle World. And people dissecting the trailer for this Doomsday, they're looking at certain things like, oh, it looks like this might already be like an extracted part of land. And this and that. I'm like, well, we'll see. That's a far-fetched idea even for a movie.
I mean, no, it makes sense because Battleworld would fit in with Secret Wars. Because that's it. Oh, but they said, oh, God, they might, actually, they're thinking of splitting up Secret Wars into 2 movies. But anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Either way.
They just need to end the Marvel universe after Secret Wars.
Well, I was watching something, I was always a big fan of the Arrowverse.
Yes.
I know, not Marvel, jumping companies, I know. But I was not aware that in that Peacemaker show, they talk a whole bunch of shit about Green Arrow and Aquaman, where John Cena's character basically calls out the Green Arrow character, talking about how he's a brony and goes to brony conventions as the back half of a pony with a 4-inch hole drilled out of the back of it. Something to that effect. And they go on, the conversation goes on, and it ends, the clip that I saw ends with, it's weird that Aquaman fucks fish. Something to that effect. And Stephen Amell, it was an interview with Stephen Amell where he was like, I took offense, that kind of pissed me off. Now, like, I'm not mad at John Cena because he kicked my ass, but like, I don't understand why they had to shit on our show that hard. Especially
since it revitalized the DC universe.
That's what Stephen
made it relevant again.
That's what Stephen Amell was saying. He's like, we were grinding for 7 seasons Arrow went for, 6 seasons, something like that. And the big crossover thing, their finale or whatever, they brought in all the different Supermans. Like that's going deep in lore, and for then another DC show to just shit on it like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because James Gunn was trying to make Peacemaker the Deadpool of the DC universe, right? Like, he's supposed to be the guy that can joke about everybody, and as a matter of fact, there's a lot of that type of joking in the Peacemaker show where he makes fun of pretty much every superhero. But at the same time,
yeah, that was part of the clip. Is like another character is like, he has a backstory for every superhero,
and he just makes fun of all of them. But he's also a villain. The thing is, people don't know that Peacemaker is not a good guy; he's a bad guy.
I've never seen the show.
Well, no, not in the show. In the comics, in the show, they make him a hero. They make him a good guy in the show, but in the comics, he's a bad guy. So it's really funny that, like, and he wasn't funny. He was just a guy with a gun and a mask that can, like, had special powers or something. But
yeah, the mask always has special powers, man.
I mean, who cares? I guess. No, look. Respect the Arrowverse. It did bring back a lot of cool stuff, but yeah.
I would go back and probably watch those shows again. They were fun.
I would too.
Flash and Arrow. I mean, if you go back and watch the very first episode of Flash, it makes zero sense. Like, there's all these, like, he's looking at stuff and all these, like, digital things come up and give you descriptions of what he's looking at. I'm like, what is this? What is it? This show's taking a weird direction. But
he's a forensic scientist.
Yeah, but it was like, it would like, here's a microscope. It would tell you what a microscope is.
I don't remember. I have to watch it again.
You'd have to. Yeah. Let's see. How can I get out of this? Speaking of worldly things, speaking of worldly things, Comic-Con is becoming, and it is international, Comic-Con International. And in the neighboring area of San Diego, you got LA. And there was a bunch of soccer games happening. We've been talking about them last, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. The World Cup has gone on. I don't know. I've watched a bunch of games. I still don't understand what the fuck that sport is all about. 90 minutes and the score is 1-0. It's hard for me to stay invested in something like that. But did watch the final because,
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
Hockey does the same thing. Hockey scores rarely get higher than like 2 points or whatever, 3 points or whatever, right? Like I feel like hockey is very similar.
But
in
they're moving at fucking 25 miles an hour, skating up and down the ice, running into each other.
That's true. If they add fighting to soccer, would you like it more?
If there were less flopping in soccer, I would like it just for the less flopping part.
If they replace flopping with fighting, how would you feel?
Oh, that'd be great. Because they wear cleats.
They don't kick in hockey. They punch only. Otherwise, you're going to kill somebody if you kick.
I think they're, well, yeah. You know, Adam Sandler took a skate off and stabbed somebody. But no, I mean, but it's faster paced. It's a faster paced game. Even if it is a 1-0 game, it's constantly moving. Watching these, the big name players that, you know, that are out there, a lot of them walk up and down the thing and only run when there's an opening, or they I don't know what you do when you run with the ball. You're kicking the ball, you run with the ball. I don't know.
That's what makes Shaolin Soccer so great, the movie. So.
That is a fun movie. Not as much fun as the other one that came after, but what's it called? It's not Kung Pao. What's it called?
I don't remember.
Stephen Chow.
Yes, I know Stephen Chow. I don't remember the movie though.
I can't think what it's called.
Yeah.
But that was a great movie. But yeah, so the World Cup happened. The finals are happening. They do it's the third place game, which happened the day before, the day before, was the most entertaining soccer game I've ever seen.
Oh, who won?
England and France. England won, and the score was like 6-5 or 4-6 or something. It was a high scoring game, and I was like, after it said and done, the final ended up being 2-0 or 3-0, something like that. Like the third place game was the more entertaining game of the two. The third place game was the most entertaining game I've ever seen of of football, soccer. But we're sitting there watching it, and they do their halftime thing. And because, it's in wherever it was, New York, New Jersey, and it's on American television, we're going to make somewhat of a big deal of it. And they do their little halftime show. And fades in, there's this pretty lady. And I'm like, I'm looking at the lady, I'm looking at my girlfriend, and I'm like, is that Shakira? And damn, hell yes it was. Because she started shaking her hips, and I'm like, oh yeah. I haven't seen Shakira in 15 years, but I know those hips. How is it that Shakira looks better now than she did when she was 20 years old? Like, I don't understand it. It's something about the Colombian blood or something.
She didn't know how to do makeup back then.
Yeah. Maybe. It's crazy. But heck of a performance. The Muppets were there as well, which I marked out hugely on, only to be somewhat disappointed because they weren't even, I guess the kids say, featured in the
No.
They were just there.
Yeah.
Nobody got a solo. There was no skit. It was just, they were there. And it was cool because the Sesame Streets were also included, which I appreciate. Yes, they're all technically Muppets, but they're cousins. They're not the same. I just wish that they were, like Kermit and Piggy got a solo or something, got a verse, or fucking Elmo and Cookie Monster were there. They could have done something Elmo and Cookie Monster-ish. But they were just kind of there, which was cool. I'll still take it. Anything where Kermit doesn't talk, I'm okay with.
So, okay. So I'm looking at this. There's an article about the halftime show. It's two people who haven't mattered in years were there. Madonna and Justin Bieber are there.
Yes.
Which I'm like, why is octogenarian Madonna singing and dancing still? She should retire.
I mean, people have their opinions, but for being 700 years old, she looks pretty fucking good.
I guess. Just look, dude. Just Madonna, stay home with your 30-year-old boyfriend, and just chill. You don't need to be out here doing all this stuff, okay? Bieber, relax, Bieber. I don't even know what you're doing out here, Bieber. What's the point?
That is
What are
very
you
true.
doing,
I haven't seen Justin Bieber since he was a child. So I didn't even,
Yeah.
when the girlfriend was like, that's Justin Bieber, I was like, wasn't he a kid? I guess not anymore. He's all tatted up.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
BTS was there. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Sure.
BTS was there. Everybody loves a good, Korean
Boy band.
boy band. Yeah. That, from what I've gathered on the internet, has 8 billion members, but only like 5 are ever featured. It's like all of South Korea is part of BTS, but only 5 of them get featured. I don't know.
So crazy. It's just such a weird halftime show. But I guess,
There was some R&B or rapper guy that I don't even know who it was. But somehow, go ahead.
Yeah. Burna Boy, was that it?
Sure.
Okay.
Despite them all being different genres, it all fit. It all made sense. It was entertaining. Or I was just mesmerized by Shakira's hips.
Shakira.
I don't know.
Hey, I don't blame you.
It's very possible both are very true. And then we get to the end of the thing. And you got Team France up there doing France celebration things. And then somebody in the leadership role of America decided that he wants to be focus of the attention and wouldn't get the fuck off the stage so the team that won the whole thing can celebrate. And it was fun. I was laughing because not only were the members of the team, the France team, like telling him to get the fuck out of the way, there was like a FIFA official that was like yanking on his arm, like, get the fuck out of the shot. It was
just some random dude?
It was in a FIFA official. The president of FIFA, I think it was. I'm not sure. I don't follow the fucking football.
So you tell the president of the game that's being played now to leave. Okay.
Well, yeah, because he was like, standing in the middle of the shot. He didn't play soccer. Get the fuck out of the way. Football, whatever. But I thought that was funny. Like,
it is.
It's
weird.
The whole time, the girlfriend was like, "Well, I hope he doesn't take the trophy away from them. Hope he actually hands it to him."
I think that'd be even funnier.
But yeah, so that happened, and damn it, if you're gonna put the Muppets on TV for any amount of time, feature them, as the kids would say.
They said, "Is that what the kids say?"
I mean, it's no longer a collab; it's a feature. If I was a rapper and I had you on my rap, I'm featuring you. It's not a collab. We're not collabing. We're not just making a song together. You're featured.
I'm still down for a new. Oh, right, we have audio. I'm thumbs downing the whole thing. I thumbs down like 3 times in this whole stream.
Well, you know something you wouldn't thumbs down to, Francis, and I know you wouldn't because you've already experienced these things, and I am always scared to try new things. But this weekend, I had a deep fried Oreo. It was actually 2 Oreos in dough. It was delicious. I'm up for trying more deep fried snacks. You got nothing to say? Come on.
Well, the fact that you went with the most tame,
that's all they had,
fried thing makes me question your true, your true adventurism in food. Because as a person who has tried deep fried butter, deep fried watermelon, deep fried Twinkie. Well, Twinkie is pretty tame too. But deep fried ice cream bar, deep fried. I can go on. Oh, I had a Krispy Kreme chicken sandwich one time where it was 2 jelly Krispy Kremes with a chicken patty in the middle, and other stuff. I forget what the other stuff was, but sir, you need to up your game and eat more deep fried stuff.
You need to eat more deep fried things. Yeah, well, they need to be more readily available at functions. Yeah. This was a farmer's market that we went to, so the fact that they had deep fried anything at a farmer's market, you had to jump on. It was a little churro and deep fried Oreo station. You're shocked.
Oh, that is so sad. Because I looked up, I'm like, go to your Denver County Fair. It's closed indefinitely. Last Denver County Fair was 2019, and they refused to have another Denver County Fair.
Yeah, and it's barely in Denver when they do have it.
Oh, where was it?
Denver County Fairgrounds, which Denver County is quite large, and it's not. Okay. It's not really. Yes, it's Denver, but it's not Denver. Farmers markets. The what is that thing called? The Ren Fair, the Renaissance Festival. I bet you they probably got deep fried things there.
No, they don't. Actually, the Ren Fair is very much like, here's your turkey leg on a stick. Here's your beef on like they do very medieval type foods where it's just like meat and bread.
I would like that, but I wouldn't be able to talk to anybody there because all the ladies just walk around with their cleavage out, and I'm trying not to stare at that.
So ours is during the summertime. Actually, it's it's right before summer. It's like in May. I went many, many years ago, and and summer here is pretty hot, so I was just staring at someone who was walking by, and just because, again, they're dressed in very little, but it was a regular attendant. It wasn't like one of the people in a corset, sure, where their bust is like really pushed up by the corset. And I look up, and the vendor was looking at me. He just goes, "I understand." He just goes, "I understand." Like, okay, well, yeah.
Part of me wants to go to the Ren Fair, but I want to go in some sort of cosplay that is just as outrageous as what they're wearing. So go as a stormtrooper.
Oh, okay.
Or like a ninja or something like that.
Well, the fair does accommodate for cosplay like that because they have days where that's like a cosplay day where you can cosplay as anything. But don't cosplay because those people who work there take their being in character very seriously.
That's probably why I've never gone to like a medieval place, because when people just refuse to break character, it embarrasses me.
I mean, I kind of get it. But it's worth it just because it's such a weird and silly experience. And people who are stay in character, I mean, they don't do it forever. Eventually they'll be like, okay, well, if you have like real questions or you have real concerns, they stay at it. They get a step out of character. But if you ask where a stall is, they go, "Well, good sir, if you go down, blah, blah," and they'll just stay in character and blah, blah, blah. But I went once many, many years ago with my girlfriend, my best friend at the time. And as we were leaving, the Puritans kept calling her a harlot and a whore as we walked out the door because she was with 2 men. Walking out of the Ren Fair. And it was really funny because it was just Puritans damning my girlfriend at the time. It was just really humorous to me. So it stuff like that, that's like, okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun thing.
I'm all for that, but I don't want to, play the drum solo to that Phil Collins song on your breasticles to get a drink.
No, but they do put their wares on their cleavage. And apparently, after hours, very, very orgy. So.
I'll save that energy for Dragon Con.
One day.
One day. I think you can spell orgy with the word dragon. I don't know. No, it doesn't matter. Well, anyway.
You're missing the Y. But
Yeah.
Well,
it depends on how you spell dragon.
I can't argue that. Good logic. Good logic.
The spelling was never my forte. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. What else is going on, man?
Oh, was that it? I thought I think there was something you wanted to talk to me about, and you had a question. You wanted me, or some questions or something.
And the only thing,
the
only other thing I had on here was the new phone stuff. But
did you really put that in there?
Well, just because it was late, and I was like, oh, new phone's coming out soon. But that's not really that interesting. And new phones come out every month, every year.
True.
Big surprise. What, iPhone 18 is coming out soon or something like that?
Well, no. Okay, so I bought... Okay, really quick, because it's going to be really boring, but I'll really quickly say. I got a new service with Google. Google has their own cellular service. Who knew, right? Who knew that was a thing? Well, a friend of mine's boyfriend did and told me about it. I'm like, I guess I'll try it out. I got a new phone for it. Now, apparently this is the thing now for phones, is the phone that you open up. So my phone originally was a flip phone, like the old style flip phones where you can flip it open, flip it closed. Now I have the kind that you flip it open, it becomes a tablet. You flip it closed.
Oh, horizontal.
Yeah.
Flip.
Here, I'll show it to Josh because I have it with me right now. But these kind where it goes, wah.
Yes.
And then, wah. But anyway, but Apple's going to have one now. Apple's going to have a fold phone. The Pixel is having a new flip phone.
Well, fold.
Samsung.
Fold.
Yes. Sorry, fold. Yes. Samsung just has a whole event tomorrow. Today's the 21st. Tomorrow they have a big event where they show off their new weird fold phones, which are weirdly shaped. It's literally shaped like a passport. That's how compact and weird it is. Can you imagine putting that up to your ear? It looks like a passport, like your hands all wide and stuff, just like trying to talk into it.
That's weird because I have my passport sitting right here on my desk. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but that's theirs.
The new Galaxy Watch, I guess, is getting unveiled tomorrow as well.
Galaxy Watch is going to get unveiled. The new Pixel Watch, I think, is getting unveiled. Well, everything's expensive.
Yes. Thanks. Fucking.
AI. You blame AI.
I was going to say blame. Choose what you want to blame it on. I was going to say data centers, but that is AI at the end of the day.
It is AI. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of, looking at different options just because the company of the watch that I'm wearing now doesn't exist anymore. Well, they exist. They just got out of the watch world. They just do fucking note-taking.
Or something.
Yeah, like note-taking recording devices or something. But I looked at the Galaxy Watch, and I'm like, why is it so expensive? The
Pixel Watch is going to be pretty cheap.
The Pixel Watches aesthetically don't look all that great, but they do everything every watch is supposed to do. So, I mean, that's an option. I've just gotten kind of used to wearing one, and I like being in the future. So just having a regular wind up watch, it's not efficient enough for me.
Yeah, like this one. This is a OnePlus watch that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
OnePlus is not going to sell to the UK and the Americas soon, so I'm gonna have to find another place to get my watch when the latest watch happens. Like when the watch breaks down, I'm gonna have to find a new place to get a watch because apparently they're not gonna make watches anymore either, at least for the US and Europe.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, what the hell, man?
What the hell, indeed. Everybody likes to live in the future.
Well, the future looks weird.
The future is looking a little weird right now, but yeah, I guess that's everything for this week. Francis, you got anything else to talk about?
I went to see The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, something like concert orchestra thing.
No. Yes, it's a concert, but they play the entire freaking first movie and take out all the music, and a live orchestra plays all the music for the movie, which I didn't know. I thought it was just going to be the music, and I thought I was only going to be there for 2 hours, not 3. Because the movie's 2.5 hours, and they had a half-hour intermission. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so long. Like, I get, but it started,
You had a seat, though,
It started,
right?
Huh?
You had a seat, though, right?
Oh, yeah, everyone got to sit. Yeah.
Okay,
We were
well,
all
I mean, at
sitting.
least it wasn't like a fucking GA standing room only sort of thing.
No, this was very nice. It was we were all seated. People laughed at all the memes. People laughed and people applauded when we saw characters. You know, so it was very cool to get that interaction where like the audience is in on it. But it was a little weird because it's during while the orchestra's playing or while the choir was singing. So it's like I can't hear them. And I spent most of the first half.
Was there an overly horny older lady in there that freaked out when her favorite male character showed up on screen? Like when that one lady did when
you watched the sing along for Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, when Spike showed up.
And every time Spike shows up, this woman was like, ah!
Yeah, it's just having a straight crisis in the middle of a public place. Crisis is a fun term for something else.
They did. It sounded a little bit.
The crisis sounds a lot like what they were experiencing, if you get what I'm saying.
Jeez. Yes. So yeah, no, but it was a good time. It was fun. Just longer than I expected. I'm glad they didn't do extended version. Otherwise, I'd have been there till 3 a.m. the next day.
Sure.
So.
And you can only watch 5 guys walk around for so long.
Look, it's my favorite trilogy. Yeah. I love that trilogy, and I like watching them walk around.
It's fine. Fine. It's an adventure.
It's an adventure. We're going on an adventure.
I like when the trees attack.
Oh, that's the third movie.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the whole thing. I was like, the trees are even fucking wanting to kill these people. It was great.
Look, I know there's a lot of false hate now for the Odyssey, right? Or not false, but like unwarranted hate for the Odyssey.
What is the Odyssey?
Seasons. The Odyssey is the movie that came out this past weekend.
Well, I know that, but like, what is it?
It's based on it's a Greek myth, passed on by song, turned into a book, and it's just a bunch of Greek stuff. But
if it's not Jason and the Argonauts, it can fuck off.
Similar to Jason, I mean, same vein because they're all in the same universe. Jason and the Argonauts and these guys. But
if it doesn't have stop motion, it could fuck off.
But apparently, though, in terms of score on Rotten Tomatoes, it beat out Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, which is the third movie. And that's the only thing I hate about this movie. This is why I'm not going to watch it, is because I love the third movie of Lord of the Rings. It deserves all the accolades. This movie, The Odyssey, can just go whatever. I don't know what it can do, but I'm not watching it as a result. I don't care.
I don't care. It knocked off my movie off the top of the list.
Knocked off my movie, man. How dare they? Top score.
Until Peter Jackson says, let's throw it in theaters again.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah.
Because how many times have you seen Scott Pilgrim?
30-something times, I think. I mean, no, it was almost in the 50s.
In theater.
Yeah, so I saw it in theaters about a couple dozen times, and then Tarantino's local theater. It was a local theater here called the New Beverly, and they were showing it. Maybe it was in the 30s actually, because they showed it for a year, at once a month for a year at midnight, and I pretty much went to every screening of that.
There was a point I was trying to make with all that, and I've lost it. But
I have not seen Lord of the Rings that many times. I've seen Lord of the Rings many times, but not as often. I don't think accumulative, not as much as I've seen Scott Pilgrim.
I brought up Scott Pilgrim for a specific reason, and it completely lost my fucking train of thought.
Oh, it's all good.
But yeah, I think that'll do it for this week, unless you got anything else.
No, that's it. That's it. That was my big thing this weekend. Yeah.
Look at that. It's almost at an hour exactly. We're going to go over it, obviously, but wow. Good timing. We'll be back next week. Hopefully the same time. Same bat place, same bat channel. Now that I have this, possible job that's
who knows, actually. Yeah,
who
knows?
This is a job that's going to interfere with my fun now. No, we'll figure this out. I should put on my availability. Tuesdays are shorter. But we'll be back to do some more nonsense of this. Francis, where can people find you on the internet if they wanted to do so?
There's anything we don't lack, it's nonsense.
There's plenty of nonsense.
Plenty of nonsense. You can find me at linktree.com/aka the other guy for some award-winning books, characters, as well as other things that I do. But yeah, go there now. And my social media. I was like, what? I'm missing something. Yes, at my social media. Linktree.com/aka the other guy.
The other guy. Not to be confused with the guy. He's the other guy. You can find me at 303 Ninja on the Twitters, 303_Ninja on the Twitters. Just go to my Linktree, which is linktree.com/303 Ninja, where you can find everything that I'm doing and everything Points of Interest is up to. No conventions on the
horizon.
On the horizon. Maybe a couple events, possibly, but we'll see about that. Otherwise, we'll be back next week. I don't even want to draw this out, so I'm activating my buttons, and we're going to stop this as soon as I figure out which button to hit. So, bye.